This is what we've been waiting for, folks. This is the game of the week, and the anticipation, the energy have been building. It's a late season, top 25 matchup here. Two teams that have earned the right to be ranked will test each other, and there's big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Gators will kick this away to get us going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So Fresno State's offense comes on the field first today. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today, there's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets every...
Oh, nothing but green grass ahead. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Gain moves the ball right near midfield. It'll be first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
That completion makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Caught completion. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And they wrap them up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. Got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Toss play to the outside. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out on the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense get pushed around.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. He's moving out of the pocket. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
This is why this offense is one of the more dangerous offenses in the country. The quarterback and his legs. It's one thing to try to stop him throwing the football, but you better keep eyes on him because you can see not only can he get out into the open, he has got serious speed to take it to the house.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Florida's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. If there's one guy on this defensive side, Kirk, who can be a game wrecker, it's this elite pass rusher. Very much on the quarterback's mind today.
Yeah, Chris, but it's going to be very tough. This quarterback does a nice job of moving around in the pocket, and also he's going to have an awareness of exactly where this guy is and have a clock in his mind about how quickly that ball needs to get out.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Gators will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Snags a quick throw. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Off the play fake on first down. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Lets it go quickly. Touchdown, Gators. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, a great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
Receiver makes the catch. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. And they heave it deep downfield. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They'll be tackled. They'll have to wait and see what this penalty marker is about.
Holding. Offense.
So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made on the out route. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. First down and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And it's caught. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking for his big tight end. And that one's picked off. What a play.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Touchdown, Florida. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Picks up 2, so it's second and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Caught quickly. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up the zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Receiver makes the grab.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Pass caught, second down now. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. He's got it now inside the 15. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Touchdown, Bulldogs. Strong game by this quarterback. And now we are all even for basically a brand new game here.
Yeah, it's exactly right. With a tie game, you treat this as a fresh slate. Forget about the mistakes you've made, the big plays that you've made before. Doesn't matter anymore. Now you just go out and play and go try to win this game.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. First down, looking to throw the ball. Gets rid of it on the move. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get in.
He cannot escape the defense with a sack. The Gators will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Returner decides to fair catch this. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And it's incomplete even on the first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's second down. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looks left and finds his target there. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on third and short. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. See what the call is on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's going to pull it down and run. Here's the second down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to throw it deep. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Delay of game. They don't get the snap off in time. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Running with purpose. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Gators offense retakes the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. And the Gators come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. The Gators will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. He's got some room and some blockers here. So great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Take over. First down and goal.
Great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
Well, anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Looking to scramble. Touchdown, Gators. And they will claim the second half lead. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
The turn begins inside the 10. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. An inside give now from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And another Fresno State.
Solid run, good for first down yardage. They'll run it to the left. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Now it's second down here. They'll hand it off. Powering right past the defender. He's stopped, and he gets a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the ones that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second- and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made, a lot of space now. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Fresno State. This air attack is still unstoppable. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
This time it's complete.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards and continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
We're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. It's an out route. The catch made. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback.
And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Florida.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Fresno State, 21.
They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up 2nd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings.
Florida, 28. Fresno State, 21.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Gators. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. There's a screen pass to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back. Launches downfield. He's got his man wide open. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The offense recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Throws incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver. Then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
So they have to come up with something here on 3rd down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
Using his legs, it's Morris. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. The Gators will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Makes a quick catch. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Florida. It was a foot race, and he won it. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself in a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And that ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Catch made on the left side. And he's tackled after the catch.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Looks to the left, pass caught. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
And he went out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Well, he didn't get much, but you know what? He got just enough that he needed to get the first down. The pressure came, but they allowed him to escape just enough to be able to get to the sideline to get out of bounds and picked up that first down.
And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Bringing pressure. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Bulldogs. This offense is still clicking. Now the important point after attempt. And there's the point after. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Finding space at the 20. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Second down here, time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Second and goal for the offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. The shotgun running play call. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. Tackle made just short of the end zone. They'll put the ball about the 3. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And he knocks that one right through. And they add to their lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here. He's playing for pride at this point. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. Short loss in the play. Sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Receiver makes the catch. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The pass rush closing in. There's another interception. We're losing track. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good.
Florida, 52. Fresno State.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. 1st down. They're going to throw the football. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly under...
Here's the throw deep downfield. And that's it. The game will end on one last incompletion. Obviously, a high-scoring game.